You wake up, check your phone, scroll, scroll, scroll. One video turns into 10. 10 turns into way too many. Then suddenly, you check the time. It's been almost an hour. You haven't moved. You don't feel better. You don't even remember what you watched. And now, you feel worse. Not terrible. Not rock bottom. Just off. Low energy, low motivation, a quiet feeling that something's wrong, but not urgent enough to fix. And that's when it hits you. You're stuck. And the worst part? You don't even know when it started. Because being stuck doesn't happen all at once. It's not like you wake up one day and everything falls apart. It happens slowly, almost invisibly. One day you skip something small. The next day, it's easier to skip it again. You start choosing comfort just a little more often. And over time, that becomes your default. And this is where most people get stuck forever. Because they think the problem is motivation. But it's not. The real problem is this. Your brain has learned this pattern. And now, it's trying to protect it. Your brain doesn't care about progress. It cares about familiarity. Even if your routine makes you feel bad, if it's familiar, your brain will keep choosing it. Because familiar equals safe. And safe equals no risk. So if you're waiting to feel motivated, you're going to be waiting a long time. The fastest way out of a rut is not thinking, it's movement. Because your brain follows your body, not the other way around. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how different you feel just by changing your environment? Same person, same problems, but suddenly you're outside, walking, and everything feels slightly lighter. That's not random. That's your state changing. So here's what you do. Interrupt the pattern. Stand up, leave your room, go outside. Even if you don't feel like it, especially if you don't feel like it. You don't need a life plan, you need sunlight. At this point, you're basically a houseplant with anxiety. But even if you do that, there's another trap waiting for you. This is where most people mess up. They get a burst of motivation and try to fix everything at once. New routine. Gym every day. Perfect diet. Wake up early. Become a new person overnight. Day 1, motivated. Day 2, tired. Day 3, I'll restart next week. Because when you're in a rut, your system is fragile and overload breaks it. So instead, lower the bar. Way lower than you think. Make it almost impossible to fail. Read one page, do one push-up, work for 5 minutes. Not because that's enough, but because it's repeatable. And repeatable is what gets you out. Here's something most people misunderstand. Motivation doesn't create action. Action creates motivation. Think about the last time you were productive. You didn't start excited. You started reluctantly, but once you began, something shifted. You kept going, not because you forced yourself, but because it became easier. That's momentum. And momentum is everything. But there's still one thing holding you back. A rut is just a loop. Cue to action to result to repeat. Wake up, arrow, scroll, arrow. Feel bad, arrow, repeat. So you don't need to fix your life. You need to break the loop. Change one thing, just one. No phone for the first 10 minutes. Go for a short walk. Drink water first thing. It doesn't matter what you choose. It matters that it's different. Your brain hates change, but it also gets bored. So even a small change is enough to wake it up. And finally, the deepest problem. You've started seeing yourself as someone who's stuck, and your brain wants to prove that, right? I'm unmotivated. I can't stay consistent. I always fall off. So your actions follow that story. Instead, change the identity. Not to something extreme, just something simple. I'm the type of person who does small things daily. That identity is easy to maintain, and consistency builds confidence. Day 1, small action. Day 2, less resistance. Day 4, feels normal. Day 7, small momentum. Day 14, real change. Not because everything changed, but because your pattern did. Getting out of a rut isn't one big decision. It's small actions, repeated consistently until your old pattern disappears. So if you're stuck right now, don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't try to fix everything. Just do something different, even something small, because that's how every comeback starts.